looking for a difference and I don't see one. I have not seen so many dupes pop off in the last little while. It's been years. But I am here for the resurgence of dupes. Whether the ingredients are the same, which I have tested a bunch that are basically identical, I'll link them at the end, or they just give a similar effect. We're gonna test them out. We're gonna see what's up. Because sometimes I've tested these and it's like, it's not close. It's just like the color might be similar, but the effect on the skin is not the same. To me, I need it to feel the same, if that makes sense. Because if I have to really work to make the product like sit on my skin, I have to like invest time. Like I don't want it. Like I'd rather look for a different product entirely. So here we are, let's test them out. Let's zoom in on my face here. I should probably pin my hair back, otherwise we're not gonna see anything that I'm doing. I couldn't find two that match, so we're just gonna pretend. And we're gonna start with eyeshadow because e.l.f. has been just throwing dupes at us. I haven't gotten it yet, but I really want to try. They did apparently a dupe of the SkinCeuticals vitamin C, but I've been seeing mixed opinions on it. Some people have been saying like it feels the same on the skin, it's giving similar results, and other people are like it's not the same product. But today we're gonna try out, it's like a glitter eyeshadow. Fine as Fleck glitter eyeshadow. This is Champagne Showers. I've heard these are absolutely stunning on the eyes. And we are gonna compare it to Patrick Ta's Major Dimension eyeshadow duo. Now this is a duo and obviously e.l.f. is a single, but still very different in terms of price. However, I have always loved Patrick Ta's products. Like I'm obsessed with his blush. You all know this. These are the eyeshadows in question today. It was the closest I could get in terms of color. It's not terrible. Like let's take a look here. Comparable, but really what I'm interested in is the payoff. Like what does it look like on the skin? The color isn't so much a thing for me. Now these are supposed to be like soft toppers basically. So it's not gonna be like screaming glitter. That's the e.l.f. one. That's a really nice sheen. I like that. However, sometimes I do this and I'm like, wow, it's so pretty. And then I put it on my eyes. I'm like, oh, that's just awful. It just sinks into like the crevices and like stuff in my lid, and it's not cute. And then we're gonna compare it with a different finger to Patrick Ta. We have Patrick Ta on the top and e.l.f. on the bottom. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Hopefully, is that better? Can you see that better? So from far away, they look very similar, but if you put them up close, you can see that the e.l.f. one looks more like little specks of glitter versus the Patrick Ta one doesn't. It looks like a wet sheen. So I'm curious how this plays on the eyes. I'm gonna do e.l.f. over here. Oh, I have mascara on my lid. No. Try that again. Again, we're looking for a wash. That's what we want. We want just like a subtle wash that you could put on top of like an eyeshadow or something. I want something that's gonna be easy and it's gonna look really soft and subtle and pretty. Okay, so that is the e.l.f. one. Now I'm gonna do the Patrick Ta one. Obviously this one is not as subtle. We'll see what it looks like once I can like blend it out. I have both on my eyes right now. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see this better. So first I want to show you without throwing like an extra light on the eyeshadows, because sometimes that looks cool and you can kind of see the reflex. Those are the two glitters on my lids. Do we see a difference? Be honest, I don't really see a difference in the way that I at least applied both of them with, you know, my fingertips. So let's put this on. See if this, can we see if we can see like the glitter more, you know? I don't know if that's gonna make any difference whatsoever. I'm just moving my eyes around to try and catch the light, you know? That's wild. I truly wasn't expecting that. I was full on expecting to admit that the Patrick Ta was gonna be better. I've tested their eyeshadows, they're phenomenal. Blushes, phenomenal. Like they just blend with such incredible ease. This, they look the same. Like how much was this? I need to see what I paid for this. I paid for all of this, by the way. Okay, so I'm working with Canadian dollars here. So obviously it's gonna be different wherever you're from. But even if I did it per eyeshadow, like single eyeshadow, so divided in two, you're still paying $20 more for the single eyeshadow in the Patrick Ta one versus e.l.f. e.l.f. was $8 versus $57 for the total thing. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I need to take all the sparkles off my hand. Hold on. All right, I washed my hands and I also put on my foundation for the next product. And we're gonna be testing out a blush trio. Specifically, we're gonna try and dupe the OneSize 3D blush trio. These colors looked very similar online and I have no idea if they're gonna look similar in person. I don't know. So this is actually one that I just saw. I didn't see this one online. I saw it and I was like, huh, that looks familiar. And it's actually from Sephora collection. I mean, it's not far off. It's not identical though. So this is the OneSize one, and you can see the little images sort of imprinted on there. It's got a cream, a powder, and then like a topper. And then you can see for yourself the difference here. You got still, again, the imprint in the middle. We got the cream, the powder, and then the topper. Not the same, but the same, you know? So I wanna know how it looks and feels on the skin. Knowing, obviously, that, like, I mean, the shades are close, but they're not that close. We're gonna do our best, though. All right, we have the clean brushes. Let's put this on. We're gonna start with the OneSize one. It's also like you could put this on top as well, I believe. It's flexible, is my understanding. Yeah, you can underpaint or overpaint with this one. So this one definitely has more of like a nice wash of color, which is pretty. Put it on as sort of like a base. And then let's go on the other side. We're gonna do Sephora. I have a bigger brush here, but that's all I had that was clean. Just wanted a similar vibe, you know? Oh, this is a lot more pigmented. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hold on, just gonna wipe some of this off here. And let's try and blend this. So Sephora one is a lot more pigmented out of the gate. So I did use the same amount, it's just this brush is bigger. Like I did the same thing. It is blending out to be more of a wash though, so that's good. Yeah, the colors are very different and we're just gonna go with it, okay? I tried my best. A lot of stuff that was like sold out, so got what I could. Similar in terms of consistency. Let's go in with the powder. Yep, that's pretty. Very pretty, very pretty. Okay. Now the other side, the different brush. LOL that I thought these might be similar though. Good for me. Good for me. They blend out basically the same, at least to me. I don't know, like obviously they're different colors, but in terms of the payoff and how it's blending out, they seem very similar. And then the topper, she glowy, but in the nicest way. Very pretty. So to me, the toppers are very different. Like with the OneSize one, you can see like an absolute sheen. This one, like not really. It's more pigmented than giving sheen, whereas you can see how shiny the OneSize one is. This one just not as much. It's much more subtle. So to me, not identical. If the topper is something that's like really important, you want that like flushy, glowy look, then OneSize is probably your best bet, or you could find just like a topper from the drugstore. The consistency of the other two on the face felt very similar. Obviously their color selections they have are very different. I saw Morphe also has a trio as well that seemed very similar, so I don't know, maybe that one's better. I don't know, to me, kind of the same, but kind of also not. I have some bronzer on now, I feel better now. Somebody had mentioned, and I don't remember who it was, but someone said there is a new dupe out there for the Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray, which we've all seen. I've tested it before. And then somebody was like, that is very similar when using the Marc Anthony Grow Long Anti-Frizz Shield. It's like the ultimate blowout one. Very similar in terms of like the spray nozzles and things like that. They're both shiny, one's pink, one's not. That is what it is. And there have been people who are like, they're identical. And then Chris Appleton heard and he was like, I'm not letting this continue. So he put up a video and he was showing, I think it was on dry extensions. I could be wrong, but I think it was on dry extensions. He was spraying the Dream Coat in and then he was spraying this one in, and he was saying that one is just absorbing in, whereas this one creates more of a film on top to protect from frizz in humidity. And it is my understanding, again, on my preliminary research, is they do kind of different things. Like the Color Wow stuff is going to stay in your hair for 3 to 4 washes. Like that's something that they have patented, is my understanding, to protect against the worst of the worst humidity. Unless you're using a clarifying product, whatever, it's going to stay and create this like film on top of your hair. Whereas the Marc Anthony one, this one has like heat protection in it. It's gonna smooth, it's gonna gloss, it's going to help with humidity, but it's not gonna last in your hair and create that film the way that this one is. This one also has like anti-breakage stuff in it. It has like caffeine biotin. It's gonna help protect your hair. It's gonna do some frizz stuff, but this one's like, we do frizz and we do it well. So different and kind of the same. This one's also not gonna last in your hair. Like as soon as you wash your hair, you're gonna have to apply it again, just like you would any other product. So they are different. It kind of depends on what you're trying to get out of it. If you have hair that frizzes up really, really easily and you live somewhere very humid, you probably want the Color Wow one because that is going to deliver and it's gonna stay in your hair and you're not gonna have to keep applying it every time you wash your hair. However, if you don't have super frizzy hair, if you're looking for something that's going to do more things and do also heat protection, then this is probably a better option and it's cheaper. However, I put both of them to the test this morning. Okay, wet hair, let's do this. So Color Wow is gonna be on this side and then the Marc Anthony one will be over here. Let's try it out. I already know that I do like this, I just don't apply it near the roots for me. But obviously, depending on your hair type, do you. This is the worst smell, it's the one thing. All you're supposed to do is just liberally spray it into your hair in sections. So I'm gonna do that on both sides. Obviously you wanna do that on wet hair. It's kind of important. I do my best to kind of comb it in. Like I'm barely, I don't know if you can see, barely touching my hair. But my hair gets very knotted and to be honest, I just am not gonna run through my hair when it's wet. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, let's see the other side now. Are the results comparable? Let's find out. I assume the instructions are the same on this side. Yep. Oh, much nicer smell. This one almost smells kind of peach adjacent. Fuck! Just sprayed myself in the face. I think I'm okay. Weird, you see, I put up my hand and everything. I don't know how I did that. It's a much stronger spray than the other guy. Okay, got both sides. Now we blow dry. Okay, my hair is dry. I wanted to go into the natural light so we could see it side by side. I do have a little bit of hairspray in the front so that my hair does not fall in my face. So we have one side, and we have the other. Do we notice the difference? They both look kind of the same. I have such an issue with this parting. Does anyone else have that? Like it's some cowlick in there that just refuses to work with me. They look pretty much the same. I am curious about the longevity though. I zoomed out a bit. I thought maybe in like the studio lights, they might look a little bit different. Now again, I should have said this from the beginning. I don't have very frizzy hair. That is not something that I am looking to protect against, but I do have a lot of damage and breakage, which is the reason that I have used this is because it coats my hair and it just creates this like protective barrier, if you will. And I have found it to be very helpful for that. You can see nice and shiny, very nice. Also shiny, very nice. I would say that in terms of like the feel in the hair, I think I probably feel the Dream Coat one just like a smidge more, but again, it is more of that coating, right? It's gonna be a little bit different. But again, on my hair, that's the only hair I can test out right now. You can see in terms of shine, very similar, but they do a little bit different things. So it kind of depends on your hair type. But now let's do a lip product. And this is a new one from Maybelline. It is their Glaze Oil Balm. And I got the shade Berry Haze. I heard this was like absolutely phenomenal, like a Your Lips But Better. Perfect shade. I got very excited about it. And I saw someone say it was very comparable to the YSL Candy Glaze. This is like a gloss stick. Again, I'm not sure if the colors are gonna be the same, but I am curious about the consistency and the formula and all that kind of stuff because YSL is very pricey. Ooh, so glossy. Very pretty YSL, very nice. And Maybelline. The shades are a little bit different, but like I did my best to kind of compare the two. I feel like I need to put this on my lips to get like the best feeling because they feel kind of similar, but in terms of application, the YSL one just came out with like a ton of color and gloss and shine. It just kind of glided, I think is the word. Whereas the Maybelline one, maybe it's just because it was like, you know, a fresh package. It just needed to be built up a little bit more. But let's try them. So I'm gonna put this one on first. Oh, it's so buttery. That's really pretty. It's really pretty. The YSL one is clearly like a very soft formula. Obviously you can see there, it's sort of like separating a bit. Not separating, it's smooshing down. Very technical. And it's a click one, so you just need to click it up just so you get the color, and then you just leave it. Don't click it up anymore. Whereas the Maybelline one, you can kind of spin it up and down. Again, don't know the technical words for that. Color is stunning. How it's sitting on my lips is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel like, is that weird? I just need to zoom in so you guys can see it better. Like, look how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. So pretty. You can see why she likes the YSL one. Maybelline, you're up. Ooh, it's got like a pepperminty feel on the lips. Not a deal breaker, I just wasn't expecting it, you know? It has a little bit of a tingly peppermintiness. Color is also very nice. In terms of how it feels on the lips, it's like a butter oil. This is the best way I can describe it. So it's similar, it's not identical. The color is gorgeous, I really love it. I think I like the YSL one better, but it is more of a warmer tone, so I just tend to gravitate towards that, but that is really pretty. If you don't mind the mintiness, then you probably will really like this. I myself personally don't want to feel that all day, so it's not my favorite. I prefer the YSL one. However, if that doesn't bother you and you want something just I don't know, it's just slightly less glossy, more oil forward, I guess, then this is great, but I don't think they're dupes for each other. I have to take it off because the tingling was a lot. Yeah, it's such a, like, the YSL one is a thicker formula, for sure. Now we're doing one that I have just recently kind of seen floating around. And I don't know if anyone has come to the conclusion whether or not this is a dupe or not, but I've seen a ton around the whole OneSize powder melt as being a really fantastic setting spray that, again, as the name would suggest, just melts the powder down. And I saw Nina Poole say that you should try spraying on your face just like a milky toner on top and just see what happens. And then I saw Shelby Ann apply it to her face, and again, she mixed it with, I think, water so that would spray out correctly. It was like the whole thing. I was following this whole thing. And then I saw someone in the comments being like, did you know Pixi has a hydrating milky mist? So you don't have to, because she was taking the Thayer's, I believe it's called, milky toner, and then she was putting it into a spray bottle with water so that it would spray out. It was a whole thing. So I decided, because she tested that I would test these two side by side. Now you can apply this on top of makeup. It says that you can apply it anytime, whenever you want. Before makeup to hydrate, you can do it at nighttime or anytime, it says, for a burst of hydration. So I feel like for this one, I'm gonna have to get up like really extremely close to be able to see anything, I guess. Let us zoom in aggressively and look at my skin. So this is my skin. I have applied powder. I don't have any filters or anything on. I never do. I felt like I needed to share that. I don't know if you're new, maybe you didn't know. I need something to block the other side of my face here. It's gonna be this bucket. Shake well. Spray in circular motions. You can do that. That's what I do already. Shaking. No, it's gonna get underneath. I need something flat. Okay, my notebook might actually work. Yeah, there we go. Really drenched myself in that one. How are we looking? Do we like? Do we love? I really drenched my hair. Why did I do that? I don't have powder in my hair. Couldn't really see what I was doing, so I did my best. Okay, let's investigate. How is it looking? I mean, my skin looked good. I don't know what to tell you. It looks great. I like it, kind of shiny, a little bit of glow. Now let's try and just see what happens, because I have nowhere to be today. So if this goes south real fast, I'm glad that it's on me and not on you. And this will require an end of day. Like there's no two ways around this. I need to do an end of day on this one. All right, again, dividing my face down the middle. Give this a shake. Oh, it's a nice smell to it. I mean, I guess I'll just like let both of them dry. I think the biggest distinction that I see, honestly, is this side is a lot more glowy. Like I get a lot more shine all over my skin, whereas this side, not as much. Not like in a bad way, it's just like that was a big thing that I noticed. In terms of how they look at my skin right now, it looks good, right? Like I think they both look good. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. This is very, very up close. Okay, now that we're zoomed out a bit, what are our thoughts? I'm like zooming in on myself like really up close, and I'm trying to decide why I like the Pixi side more. I don't know what it is, but like looking at the under eyes, for whatever reason, this one, it looks more prominent, and maybe it was before and you guys are like, it's always been like that. I don't know why you're noticing it now, but that's something I notice. And it's very shiny here. Maybe that's just like, again, how I applied it to my skin, but like, I kind of like this side more. But we'll see what it looks like in a day. All right, End of the day. But apparently I lied because I actually took the boys out to get their haircuts. So I did leave the house, which is why my blush looks very different in that it looks the same. But really why I'm here, why you're here, is we want to know about the setting sprays. Like, what do they do? So we have the side with the OneSize. That's what we're working with right now. A little bit shiny, a little bit. And then we have the Pixi stuff on the other side, which I cannot see in the viewfinder because it's over here. What are we thinking? I would say, based off of just looking in the mirror, kind of like working around here, I think that the Milky Hydrating Mist did exactly what it was going to do in that it hydrated my skin. Ergo, it is a little bit more greasy by end of day. That makes sense. But it's not as far off as I was sort of expecting versus the actual setting spray. So that's interesting. Maybe everyone is onto something here. We just need to add some elements in it that sort of set the makeup down, not just hydrate. I don't know. It's worth exploring. This isn't a dupe, but I mean, it is a nice spray if you do with dry skin. I mean, it did freshen everything up. But that is my skin at the end of the day. It looks, yeah, just a little bit greasy. Just a little greasy. But overall not bad considering one of them isn't even a setting spray. Have you tried any of these dupes before, or have you seen any of these like going around, or do you have a favorite dupe? I'm very curious. Leave me a comment down below. Check out these videos on the side if you're looking for some more dupe action. Subscribe so you don't miss new videos here every single Thursday or Saturday on my other channel, in case you didn't know. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic, fantastic day, and I will see you guys on the next one.